Hi everyone, welcome to another product webinar from LeadSquared. My name is Kartika and I'm from LeadSquared's marketing team. Today we will introduce you to our upcoming lightning fast reporting platform, SIERA. We have our expert here, Rishabh, who will brief you about SIERA and also will give you a demo. Rishabh, please tell us a bit about yourself and about the platform.
Thank you so much, Kartika, for the kind introduction. Hi, everyone. I'm Rishabh. I am right now working as a product manager for this new and upcoming reporting platform, which is Sierra. I have over 5 years of experience working specifically on giving BI solutions and reporting solutions. I worked with firms like Amazon and Deloitte in my past. And in fact, I also hold an MBA in analytics from IIM Nagpur.
Yes. Thank you so much, Rishabh. Yes, I'm really glad to be learning about the product from you today. We also have Rohit and Pranjal from the team who's at the back end. So, this is a special note to the audience. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, please do put it up in the questions tab. Pranjal and Rohit will take them up. And towards the end of the session, we will have a live question answer session also. So, please do put up all your questions, and we will also put up a couple of polls. So during the webinar, please to interact with the polls. We'd love to hear from you. Yes, with that, I think we can start the session. Rishabh, I am going to quickly share my screen. Uh, just give me a second. All right. Yes. Over to you, Rishabh.
Thank you so much, Kartika. Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for taking your time and joining this session on a Thursday afternoon. Uh, right now, today, we'll be going through our new reporting platform, which is Sierra, which stands for Sales and Intelligence Efficiency via Reports and Analytics. And in this session today, we will cover why have we developed and are we developing Sierra, what it is that Sierra offers right now. I'll also show you a small demo and the features that we have built already. We'll also show you some features that are coming very soon. And as Kartika said, if you have any questions, feel free, drop that question. Rohit and Pranjal are there handling them. Great. So now comes the topic, why Sierra? Why was there a requirement for a new reporting platform? So in case you're not very much aware with the reports, LeadSquare reports, if you go to your menu in the LeadSquare homepage, you will see reports as an option, and you go to reports home, you will see an entire suite of report that LeadSquare has given by default out of the box in LeadSquare. And if I'm not wrong, there are over 180 reports out there. But that being said, we have been getting some feedback on those reports. The first being the ability to customize a report. Now, it's very common requirement that the report might not work for just everyone. You may want to customize your present report, the report that we have already given you. Maybe change the grouping, maybe apply some filters, maybe remove and add some dimensions. Uh, the requirement could also be to custom create your own report. Right now, if you are aware, the way we handle it is, if you have a custom requirement, you raise a BRD to us, we work on the report and we deliver it to you. But of how often the business requirements change, they change a lot. And in that case, having a custom report built every now and then might not be that feasible. That's on the customization side. We have also heard and gotten some reviews on the report performance. So, if, for example, you're trying to pull in a huge amount of data, you might see that reports are not loading very fast. In fact, if the data volume goes huge, where which we have seen some cases, the reports might not load at all. So these are some question feedbacks that we have received, and that is what has led to the process and the entire process of development and the reasoning behind why we are coming up with Sierra. Now to talk a bit about Sierra, but before that, let me just ask you a question. So here's a poll that you must be seeing right now. So we just want to understand, what is it that what issues are you facing with reporting currently? So if you can just give me your top two answers, it will help us understand where our the actual issues happening around the lead squad reports. I'll maybe give a few seconds more before we move on. Okay, let's move on. Uh, Now that is why, as I was saying, why we have initiated and we are developing Sierra right now. Right now, if you look at Sierra, we have reached the beta phase of development. And in this beta phase, you will get reports that will give you insights around leads, calls, activities, tasks, users, and in fact, even on opportunities and revenue as well. So you'll see a bunch of report that we have created around all of these categories. But the idea is very simple. The idea is that you should have the control on the report and the insight that you want to view. So if there's any customization you want, you should be able to do that very easily. I'll come to the customization when I move to the platform and I show you what features are available. Uh, but before I do that, I also wanted to show you how much performance has increased in Sierra. Now, if you look at the performance part, we have given up to a 25x improvement in the performance. Now, just to demonstrate this, I have created this sample comparison of the two commonly used reports that we generally see: a call metric report and a user productivity report. A call metric report is a fairly simple report to generate the data. Now, if you look at this particular data point that you have, we were doing it for some random customers and testing out how the reports are performing. If you look at this use case, the first load generally takes around 4 to 5 seconds. Sierra does that in milliseconds in the beta version itself. A week of filter could take around 20 seconds. Sierra will give that again in milliseconds, 351 milliseconds to be precise. A 1 year of filter, which could be 6 GB of data, Sierra will give it to you within 2 seconds. That's how powerful performance Sierra is giving right now. The user productivity report will, you'll see a similar use case there, a similar performance result out there. In fact, if you look at the 1 year filter, Sierra gives that result in 9.5 seconds. We were comparing how big this data is. It was around 16 to 17 GB of data. Now, if you have to understand what 16 GB of data means, a good 720 pixel 720p movie would be around 8 to 900 of MB. So think of 20 GBs, 20 such movies coming in within 9.5 seconds. That's how powerful the performance is in Sierra. Right. Any if you have any questions on performance, if you have been facing any issues with performance, do let us know. You must have already used the poll, but in case there are any other issues that you are facing, please do let us know on chats. Uh, while we have seen the performance improvement, now let me go to the platform, show you how you can use the customization features that we have built. Let me quickly share my screen and we'll move to this part. Right. I hope my screen is visible. Do let me know if it is not. Uh, if you look at uh, the home page of LeadSquared, Sierra is indicated right there in the reports. This is your reports home where your default reports are there, and just at the bottom is where we will add Sierra once we start deploying Sierra to our customers, to all of you. If you click on this, it takes you to the home screen of Sierra, which again looks like this. This is your uh, pinned reports page. Any report that I would have pinned will appear here. On the left side, just below the pinned report, you have your categories of reports. So you have your lead report, you have your opportunity, call, user productivity, and revenue reports. Now let me go to the lead report. Here you will see all the reports that are categorized under leads. So we have activity reports, we have lead distribution, and we have task report. Now let's use solve a use case here. Let's say that I want to maybe understand where are my lead conversions coming from. So which source is giving me the most amount of leads? This is a simple analysis I want to do. Now because this is an analysis on leads, I will have to come to my lead distribution table. So the choice is very simple. You do not have to go through multiple reports, figure out which report will give you what insight. It's very simple. You have your lead distribution analysis. If you look at these two options, you have two versions of lead distribution. One comes with a graph. That's what is being shown here. One is just a simple tabular version of it. So let me go to lead distribution, the tabular version. By default, it gives you number of leads across owners. You would have observed the moment I clicked on the report would have opened. Right now, for example, I want to understand first which owner has the least amount of lead. I can easily sort my data in a ascending order. I get the user that has the least amount of lead. I can very easily sort my data in ascending descending order and get the user that has the most amount of lead. On the right side, if you look at this pane that you see on the right, these are the different settings you can apply. So right now the filter pane is selected, so that's why you are able to see your filters in the home screen. And if you observe, we have given a pre-configured list of filters already in Sierra. So Sierra reports come with pre-configured list of filters, but there could be again a use case where you would want to filter your data on any other dimension, some custom field that you would have created, and you want to apply a filter there. Very simple. You just need to click on additional filters, and very easily, just like that on the fly, you will be able to add a filter in a report. So for example, I want to add district, I want to add business as filters. I just click on plus button, these will start appearing. I can apply my filters and just click on apply filters. So very easily, I was able to apply two new filters. I want to remove district now. I can just click on this cross button and the filter goes away. I click on apply filter, the filter will go away. Sierra will give you the option to add up to 10 filters in your report. Now, let's say I have selected this year and I want to understand this year where did my leads come from. Right now, I understand the leads distributed across owners. Instead of owners, I need my lead source. So that's where your second option, which is the visualization setting, will help you. So this will control what is there in the report. So if I click here, it will show me right now what's there in my row grouping and column grouping. In row grouping, you can see I have owner name added. There's nothing right now in the column grouping. So I want lead source to come in my row grouping. So I click on additional fields. I select this lead source. I drag it and drop it in the row grouping. I do not want column. I do not want the owner name in the row grouping. I just click on this cross here. Apply settings. The report now changes instantaneously to lead source. So I know that organic search is giving me the most number of leads. But there could be a question: are these invalid leads, disqualified leads, or are they really getting converted to customers? And that's an insight I would want. So I would need another dimension in my report. And Sierra very well will be able to give you that. Just click on additional fields. Uh, and I need my lead stage. So I can click the lead stage here, drag it and drop it in my row grouping. So now if you look at this, I see direct traffic has 241 prospects, 23 as disqualified. Let's say I want to understand who is giving me the most number of disqualified leads. I just can toggle this, click on apply settings, and here I have disqualified. I can still see where are my disqualified leads coming from. I want to pivot this table. I want lead stages to appear as single columns. I just like the way we can do it in Excel. So I just click on lead stage, I drop it in column grouping. Click on apply settings. Here is your report. That fast, that easily on the fly, you have a pivot table ready in front of you. That's how powerful, that's how customizable Sierra reports are. Now, there's one question that anyone would have. I got this report, that's good, but I want to analyze this data every month or every week. Do I have to do all of these settings again and again? That's why we have given you the third option, which is your save states. Now here you just come to save state, click on save new state, give a name that will help you remember this at any point of time. So this is source versus stage comparison, and I click on enter, and this report is saved. Now next time I want to view this particular report, I all I need to do is come to my lead distribution, go to my save state, click on this, my report is ready, right? So this is your save state option that you can do. Now let's think of a different scenario. Let's understand, or maybe if we try to do a similar analysis on activity. So I would want to understand, or maybe compare two different kind of activities. So for that to happen, you have your activity analysis report. So for lead, you went to lead and lead distribution. For activity, you can come to activity report. Now this report again is very similar. All the features that you see will apply here. You can very easily filter your data out. So you have activity type as a default filter we have already given. So let's say I want to compare two particular activity types. I can select them in this. So let's say I want to compare inbound call versus outbound calls. I click on apply. Now who is making more inbound calls and who is making more outbound calls? That's a use case I want to resolve. I've applied my filters. I go to my visualization settings because now I need to change this particular configuration. So I go to additional fields. I bring in activity type in the column grouping. Click on apply settings. Here's the comparison. Just on the fly, very easily I was able to customize this. If I want to save this for to view later also, I have my save set. Very easily I can do that. So this is how using additional filters, additional fields by simple drag and drops, you will be able to completely customize the report that you want, the way you want. In fact, we will be giving more and more options to customize the reports further. We are working towards a feature which is a report builder feature that will help you actually construct the entire report from scratch. What you want, what is it that you need in dimension, you can create your expressions. Everything can be done on the fly using a report builder feature. I can also show you that, show a small mock-up of that at towards the end of the session. Now that's a lead report. You can move to your call report, you can move to any other report. The small, and we have also given you very minor personalization features also. So let's say you want call report to appear a second. This will make more sense when you have more categories coming up, and as and when we give you more functionalities, you will start seeing more and more uh, categories getting added, and you would want few of the categories to appear at the top. So very easily you can in fact drag this, move it to the top. That's how customizable and personalized Sierra is. So if I go to call report, I have my call analysis report. If you would have seen the phone call metric report in LeadSquared, it's on similar lines. It gives you a distribution of your calls across owners, but in calls, it gives you a complete bifurcation. It gives you how many were total calls, how many of the calls were inbound and outbound, and out of each inbound and outbound, how many were answered and missed. It will in fact also give you details like how many calls, how many unique leads were you able to connect to. So for example, I made 976 calls. This user made 976 calls, but how many unique leads was Tudor able to connect to? So for that, you have unique leads connected, 574. You also get an entire detail into the call durations. What was the total and average call duration of each user in the date range that we have given, as well as what is the distribution of calls across minutes. So are the calls more than 10 minutes, less than 2 minutes, between 2 and 5, between 5 and 10? That entire bifurcation is something that LeadSquared the Sierra call analysis report will give you. All of the features that I just showed, your additional filters, your additional fields, saving your report, all of it will apply in this particular report also. So for users who use sales groups, what they can do is, one of the features that we have seen can a customer can use is, they can filter on a particular sales group, apply their filter, and go to save state and save this particular report. So this is my group one, sales group. Similarly, I can select no group, apply my filters, and I save this. So very easily, if I want to compare any two sales group, compare how the users within a sales group are doing, because I have already saved the states of each group, I can very easily toggle. And with the powerful performance that Sierra gives you, there's practically no lag the moment you click and the moment the report appears. Right. So that's some call analysis report. You have bunch of other reports that we have added. We have your user productivity report. We have in fact given an idea into revenue reports. For customers who are an opportunity, we have revenue and opportunity as well, and we have given specific reports to opportunities as well. All other reports are extremely customizable, just the way that we showed. Uh, Now, what I'll do is, I'll now move to a small mock-up that I have prepared to show you how a report builder will look like in the future, how you will be able to create your own report in the future. So if you can see my screen, this is how Sierra will mostly look like in few months. You'll have an entire set of report categories that we'll add. You'll also get the option to create your own report. That will be a big functionality that we'll be releasing in Sierra. This functionality will give you the option, will give you basically a white screen, and it'll give you the complete flexibility to create your own report from it. So you can select what kind of report you want. You want revenue, you want lead, you want combination of these. What kind of visualizations are you looking at? Right. You can just easily drag and drop your dimensions, and very easily you will be able to create your measures, expressions. You want count of leads when lead stage is equal to uh, prospect. Very easily you will be able to create your expressions, choose your filters, and then you can easily save your report. This is how Sierra will give you the option to completely create a report from scratch in the future. This is something we are looking to give you by Q1 of next year. Uh, but as and when each month, each week progress, we keep on adding new functionalities. We keep on adding more reports that can help you with your insights. Now I'll just stop sharing. I'll move back to the slide that I was presenting. So that's about all the features that we have added, with which you will be able to create a customizer report completely. What is it in the future for Sierra? So all the numbers that you saw, right? If I go to a lead distribution analysis, I have 4 leads assigned under my name. Within 2 weeks, I will be able to click on that 4 and see what are the leads that are assigned to me, or assigned to any user that's there. So very easily you will be able to click on that, then move to your lead management page, complete an activity, and complete your entire action and make the report actionable. So drill down is a feature that is coming very soon. You can expect that in the next 2 weeks. We are also working on export reports. So any report that you want to export, and maybe you want to do further analysis on that report, maybe add few columns, subtract few columns, get percentages, or maybe share that with your management. All of these will can be easily done. We'll give you the option to export. We're also working on audit trail reports. So if you look at some requirements or some use cases, like when was a lead first called? How much time do we take to call a lead? Or how much time do we take once a lead is assigned to a lead that's converted as a customer? What's my average time during that entire cycle? All of these will fall under audit trail reports. So we are also working on audit trail reports, and very soon you will be getting audit trail reports in Sierra as well. All of these then will lead to a report builder, the one that I just showed you. Very easily you will be able to create reports from scratch. right? Now, any questions we have that are still unanswered, and we can take that up. Uh, Maybe before we go to questions, uh, we have a second poll as well, right, Kartika?
Yes,
Let's
Rishabh.
let's have that second poll also.
All right. So, to the audience, we're publishing our second poll.
We would also want to understand what are the top two features that will help you with your present use cases. So we understand from the last poll what are the top issues that you're facing and how can we help you in solving those use cases. So if you can help us with the top features that you are requesting or the top features that will help you, that will give us a guidance uh, on our roadmap.
Yes,
We'll
I see
give.
that people are answering the poll. We'll give a couple more seconds, Rishabh, if
uh,
that's okay with you.
yeah, sure, sure.
All right. Meanwhile, again, to the audience, if you have more questions coming, please do put it up. We will take that up live here. Uh, yeah, keep the questions coming, basically. All right, I see that around 50 people have answered the poll. So, to the audience, if you still have not answered the previous poll, you can go to the poll option, which is there on the right side corner of your screen, and you should be able to see all of the polls that we've published, and you can answer them. We'd really like to, get your response on everything. I think Rishabh, we can continue answering questions. I mean, we can start answering questions if you have nothing more to add from your presentation.
Sure, let's jump into the questions.
Sure, sure, sure.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So let me just, I see that our backend team has done a great job in taking up most of the questions. Even then, let me just quickly point out a couple of questions that people have asked so that we can answer it live to the audience. So there is a question on uh, someone's asking if Sierra will be available to analyze opportunities. So what do you have to say to that?
So we have already added, in fact, three reports that will give you the option to analyze your opportunities already. So the reports that we have. Let me quickly share my screen and show you if that works.
Yeah, that works fantastically. Thank you.
Right. So if you can see my screen, we have already given a category of opportunity. This contains your opportunity distribution and your task status report. And there is one more opportunity report that you will see in your revenue. So how your revenues are performing from the opportunities, that's an insight you can generate from this. So we have already given these three reports. Opportunity distribution is nothing but your total opportunities by default across the owners, just the way I was showing you lead distribution analysis. And very easily you will be able to click on additional filters, add your filters, change your visualization settings, add new dimensions in your report, and create your own view out of it. One key feature that you will notice here is you get a filter of opportunity type, and you can actually select multiple opportunities here. So all this report does not give you only the option to select per opportunity, but you can have cross opportunity related insight as well. In fact, let me do this. I want to understand, okay, I have total opportunities 358 to this user. What are these opportunities? Which opportunities? What are the opportunity types that are assigned to tutor? I can click on additional fields. I can just select opportunity type, and I can just drag it in a row grouping. Apply my settings. So here I have Akash, for example. This is the distribution of Akash uh, across the total opportunity types. So for Intel Core i7, Akash has four opportunities assigned. So this is how very well and easily you will be able to analyze your opportunities as well. I hope that answers the question.
Yes, actually, a lot of people have asked about this feature specifically. So I hope everyone who's listening, tuning into this, I hope that answers your question. But in fact, if you have more questions about it, please feel free to reach out to us. Another question that is there, which actually even I'm a little partial to this question, is this right now, Sierra, is it only available to sales or is it extended to marketing also? Is a question that I personally wanted to ask, and there are a few people in the audience with the same question as well.
Right. So the reports that are there in Sierra extend to your lead, your call, your user productivity, revenue, and opportunity. So the way we go about deploying Sierra is we select customers that are facing issues with reporting, and then once we identify that right now we have a customer who is facing issues with reporting and the current features can help in solving those use case, we go ahead and deploy it to the entire customer. So we do not restrict it to any specific user base.
All right. So yeah, I think to the audience also, I think that's your answer because right now, if you're facing any issues with our existing reports, please do reach out to the Sierra team because they can start implementing more and more features. Only if you reach out to them will they also get to know what exactly you're facing issues with. So that's we can have a cooperative way of making life better for us.
Uh,
Uh, yeah, other than that, there's one more question. Venkat asks, can we download the whole report system into a CSV?
right. So export the option to export your report will very soon come, where you will be able to download your report or the report that you see. You'll be able to download that in a CSV file. We will be giving that option. In fact, we have already started the development and working on the export feature. You can expect that to come by September.
All right, great. So there's another question from Pragya. They ask, can we remove lead state, sales group, and sales owner filter, which comes as a default?
Right now, the default filters are pre-configured and they do not have we do not have the option to remove them. We can always select all, right? Uh,
Mhm.
then basically that filter is not applied only. But in case you think there is a use case where this needs to be removed, please do let me know. Reach out to me. We can uh, or let your account owner know. We can have that discussion to understand what is that use case that will help uh, this particular feature.
Yes, definitely. All right, Pragya, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, a lot of people want to know, Rishabh, when this is going to be available for all our users. So, what do you have to say to that?
We want to go live with all the users as early as possible. In fact, if God gives me the opportunity, I can go live tomorrow. But but right now, what we are doing is we are building functionalities and uh, releasing it to and giving early access to customers that are facing a lot of issues with reporting. So if you have a lot of issues with reporting, if you have requirements on report customization and the feature that I just showed you interest you, please reach out to your peers and account owners. We can look at deploying Sierra to you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, to people who are asking how they can get in touch with the Sierra team, yes, I see that our team has already pinged the email ID.
Right.
You can also reach out to support at Lead Squared, which has also been pinged, and specify what exactly you are reaching out for. We'll definitely get back to you. Other than that, again to the audience, if you have any more questions, please do put it up. We have a couple more minutes to take them up. Uh, yeah, I don't see anything else that I have not covered. All right, so Rishabh, over to you again.
Maybe I can give you more update, one more update here. So we are also not only working on these functionalities, we are also working on giving industry specific reports as well. So right now the reports that you saw were standard reports that will be available to everyone, but we also understand that there are requirements for industry specific reports also. So our education customers would need reports around that will give them insights and would make sense only to education customers, not other customers. Similarly goes for BFSI and any other industry. So you can expect that also very soon in Sierra. You will see a section, a completely different section where industry specific reports are also available, that will be given as part of Sierra reports by default. In fact, to take it further two steps, we are also working on advanced reporting that are very advanced, like Sankey diagrams, like Pareto analysis. All of these analytics are also coming very soon. They are also part of the roadmap, and we'll also give advanced reporting also as part of Sierra. So just a couple of updates I think I forgot while going through the demo.
Thank you so much, Rishabh. No, that will
Mm.
definitely help because whenever we reach out to our customers or clients also, this is
Mhm.
definitely something that we notice that every industry is different in its own way.
That is right.
So having a very customizable plan for
Mm.
all industries, that will really help a lot of people,
Right,
and that is definitely something we're all looking forward to.
right.
Uh, yes. Other than that, I don't see any more questions actually. I think our team has done a great job at taking it up. Yes, I saw a couple of questions of people asking whether this, recording will be provided. Definitely, yes, we will email it to you as soon as the session gets over, and also it will also be available in our help website, so you can reach out there also. Uh, yeah. Okay, there is another question from Aishwarya. She asks, "Is this feature Is this feature coming with charge?" So I think that's a question that our backend team can take up. Um, Other than that, yes, Rishabh, I think that's all from the question side from the audience. If you have any more questions, dear audience, please to reach out to us. Definitely, we will get back to you, and you can reach out to your account manager. They will also help you to map out exactly what you need and whatever, like Rishabh said earlier, right? Whatever features you need, you think is lacking in the current reports, please do let us know. We will definitely try to implement that. Yeah, that's all from my end. Okay, we have one more question. It's from Sparsh. He asks, when will this be available on mobile?
As of now, it is a web-based report, uh, and the plan is to develop the functionalities for web-based and then slowly move to mobile. So as of now, the mobile version is not there. Once we fully fledged, once we have the fully fledged report on web, we'll definitely look into mobile as well in the future.
Yes, Sparsh, I hope that answers your question. So my understanding from Sierra, it's still a developing project. We have so much more to come. So my request to the audience is stay tuned. We will have more webinars also on Sierra coming up really soon, probably in a month or two. There we'll
Yes.
have, yeah, there we'll have more updates for you. We'll hopefully get our experts to speak about more and more things, and then yes, please stay tuned. uh, yeah, one more question. Okay, yes, never mind, my bad. I think we have covered everything. Rishabh, any closing notes for everyone?
So we would need all of your support. So if you have a reporting requirement, if you have reporting issues, please reach out to me. Please reach out to your PS and your CAM POCs, and we'll definitely look at deploying Sierra and helping solve your use cases, your issues with Sierra. Uh, in this phase, we will also look at getting feedback from you to understand what is it that we are doing really well, and where is it that we need improvement. So uh, it's sort of a, we are in the same boat kind of a thing where we help you, you help us, and then eventually we will reach to a reporting solution that will give you very advanced solution.
Yes, I
Right.
think that is the final aim, final goal
That's right.
of the product.
Yes.
So yes, to the audience, thank you so much. Please do keep all your queries coming in, all your concerns coming in. We will definitely look into all of them. Other than that, yes, thank you so much to the audience for logging in for all your questions, and like Rishabh mentioned earlier, for tuning into us on a Thursday afternoon.
Right.
And also, thank you, Rishabh. Thank you so much for the demo, for giving a clear-cut picture for about what the product is, and thanks to the backend team as well for helping us answer all the questions. So, with that, I think we can end the session. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Rishabh, once again.
Thank you so much.
All right. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.